Even Spence said that he only has 2 more fights left, or 3 more fights at welterweight. So hopefully that's the fight that gives us. If not that one, Keith Thurman. I would love to see him against Keith Thurman.
Who wins that one?
Fight. I don't know, bro. They're both great fighters. I wouldn't want to choose. I would just want to be there and see.
It sounds like David Benavidaz is getting on the Keith Thurman, Errol Spence hype train. He says he'd rather see Crawford and Spence first. But if that fight doesn't happen, he wants to see Keith Thurman against Errol Spence, and he thinks it's a 50-50 fight. Benavidaz thinks this is going to be a great fight, and he cannot pick a winner. And if it was 5 years ago, when Keith Thurman was one-time unified champion, I would agree with him. But I think injuries have robbed Keith Thurman of some of his prime years. I mean, to me, and it's just my opinion, a prime Keith Thurman does not go 12 rounds with Mario Barrios. And I hope I'm wrong on this. I hope Keith Thurman reaches back in time and gives Spence the fight of his life. I wouldn't even mind if Keith Thurman won the fight. But Keith Thurman's punch resistance is not the same. He doesn't take body shots real well. And the only chance I give him to give Errol Spence a run for his money, he has to hurt Errol Spence. With Spence's reach being 72 inches and Thurman's 69, he's going to have to fight Spence in the pocket. And when you fight in the pocket, you are susceptible of being hit. And where Spence likes to go, the body. Like I said before, I hope I'm wrong, but I think Spence stops Keith Thurman in 6 or 7 rounds. So I would have to disagree with Benavidaz when it comes to that. And that is my prediction if the fight happens. Right now, it's just a rumor. Nothing has been confirmed. But it sure sounds like Benavidaz knows something that we don't know.
I mean, I don't think there's a date yet or anything, but that's the kind of fight that's going to put David Benavidaz in a great position to fight Canelo Alvarez, because it's a fight that's going to give him profile. If Benavidaz puts in a great performance against Plant and everyone starts calling for that fight, Sal would have no problem fighting Benavidaz, but it's got to excite him. And at the moment, he's never fought anyone, Benavidaz. I just don't think it excites him, but maybe it will after a Plant fight, because that's a great fight.
So Eddie Hearn believes Canelo will have no problem fighting Benavidaz if he beats Plant. I agree with Eddie Hearn on this, because if Benavidaz goes in there and smokes Plant, and you know, some people think Plant's going to beat Benavidaz, but if he goes in there and smokes Plant and he wins impressively, I think the fight will happen. And more people will be calling for it. It's people calling for it now. But if he knocks out Plant or looks impressive doing it, there'll be more people calling for it. And what Canelo always say, I'm paraphrasing, but what does he always say? Give the people what they want. So he would give us the Benavidaz fight. At least I think so. What people don't understand, or they don't want to understand, is Canelo loves challenges. But he doesn't want to be the only one in boxing taking challenges. And you look at the fights they want to see Canelo in. They want to see him against Charlo. How many challenges have Charlo took? How many challenges have Andre took? How many champions have Charlo and Andre fought? And people were asking me, well, how many challenges did Plant and Saunders and Colin Smith, how many champions have they fought? The difference is they were undefeated champions at 168, prime champions. Canelo was trying to be undisputed at 168, and they had to fight those guys. David Benavidaz would have been one of those guys if he would have held on to his belt instead of being stripped on the scale. Too many cheeseburgers. Anyway, if the Keith Thurman Errol Spence fight happens, what chances do you get Keith Thurman to win the fight? And if Benavidaz beats down Caleb Plant in 2023, do you think Benavidaz deserves to fight with Canelo? And do you think Canelo will fight him? Leave your thoughts in comments below. JBZ, I'm gone.